Right, guys, welcome to the Cities and Channels. We bring you the odd show, and we're going to look forward to the game, of course, against Aston Villa at Villa Park, 1st of December 2021, 8:15 p.m. kickoff. We'll never get to bed, will we, guys? Yeah, I think this is showing on Amazon Prime. I've not been able to get a ticket, so I will be making use of my Amazon Prime membership. I don't make much use of it these days, so at least it's got some uses, hasn't it? Yeah, charity bets. Yes, we won. Good old Gundelorian scored for us in the last game, of course, against West Ham. So that's more money in the old charity bet pot. And as I said, I cover any losses. And obviously, it's totting up now. It's nice to get it up. That's sort of the last two games we've managed to top up the charity bet. So that's fantastic. Of course, there'll always be a City leading in this if you watched my odd show before. And yeah, any little flutters you're having or anything like that, just let us know, and so I can keep my fingers crossed for you. And you please keep your fingers crossed for these charity bets. I've not named the charity yet. I think I have an idea what it will be of current circumstances, but yeah, I'll name that near, at the end of the season when we get to the end, nice little pot hopefully by the end of the season. Please, I don't condone gambling in any way, and only bet what you can afford. And please, when the fun stops, stop and be gamble aware. Yeah, any problems, or there are people out there and agencies and organisations. So if you are struggling there, seek them out, or send me a little mail or whatever, and I'll point in the right direction of the people that can help out on that sort of thing. Right, so let's check out some little value then on this set, Villa versus City. Quite an interesting one, actually, this one, isn't it? With the new manager in charge, Steven Gerrard. Obviously, he's played 2-1-2 so far. So let's make it play 3-1-2, lost 1. I think that's the aim anyway. So fingers crossed. All these prices are at Monday afternoon here in the UK on the 29th of November 2021. General odds, yes, City still 4-6 on to win the league. So yeah, no change in that. We've narrowed the gap to Chelsea. We've just got to keep winning, haven't we? And grind away. And obviously Liverpool don't show any signs of slacking. But obviously if Chelsea can't beat United, perhaps it's the start of a slippery slope for them. Let's hope so. Get rid of that. Get rid of one competitor anyway. I do think at the moment it's just a 3-horse race. I can't really see anyone else getting into it. Having just played West Ham, who were fourth, who were pretty abysmal, to be honest with you, overall. Villa, yeah, just Villa to finish in the top half. I think they're currently just 12th, I think, based on I've not checked last night's games. I think they're about 11th or 12th anyway. But yeah, if you fancy the top half of Villa, you can get a 7-4, which is interesting because I say if Gerrard keeps this up, obviously they could zoom up that league, couldn't they? And bottom half, they're still 1-2 on. You can get with Sky to finish in the bottom half. So, yeah, as I said 11 for 12, didn't I? And it might be a bit lower than that, to be actually. Let me just click this while we're on. Let's do this live. Let's see if I can get any information on this. Aston Villa. See whereabouts they are in the league. There we go. Let's have a look at the table. While you're here now, Aston Villa. Yeah, I was 13th. Yeah, they're 13th. They played 13 games, won 5, drawn 1, and lost 7. So obviously they only won 3 up to when Mr. Gerrard took over. So that's not too bad, is it? He's doing all right. He's nearly doubled the victories in a couple of games. So there you go. Yeah, interesting enough for the next manager to lead the position in the Premier League. Obviously, Gerrard's way down there. He's 66-1, and it's only people like Pep who's 100-1 he can get on Pep. But so he's comfortable at the moment. He's not in any chance of getting a sack. It's interesting enough. Ranieri's third favourite as well, so that was quite interesting. Match odds, yeah, same as City are 1-3 on, which was the same at home to West Ham, which interesting. So they rate Villa away as difficult as what West Ham at home could have been, and it wasn't. Obviously, we saw that, didn't we? But interesting sort of price there. 17-4 the draw with Bet365. And if you fancy Villa to win this, well, I think we have to go back a few years for the last time they beat us. I think about 8 years, but get 8-1 on that. City starts 11. Yeah, if Foden's fit, I did have him in against West Ham. He didn't play against West Ham, so it's still a bit of a question mark. But I've stuck him in my team anyway, and all I've done is take Jesus out. And I think obviously Gundo might play a little bit more forward as well. He's sort of got his shooting boots on at the moment, so this is my team that I've based all this judgment on, if you like, of the odd show. Edison, Walker, Diaz, Stones, Cancelo, Rodrigo, Gundogan, Foden, Bernardo, Sterling, and Mahrez. Yeah, so say I'm allowing for the fact KDB's not back, and I'm allowing for the fact Grealish isn't back. But do we want Grealish to pay? Do you want the atmosphere to be toxic or more toxic than it already will be? I don't think so, to be honest with you. So it may be better just leaving Grealish. But hey, you know, we might just go for it. You know, Pepe doesn't care about things like that, and perhaps Grealish won't care about that. Perhaps it'll raise his game. He'll find it, you know, exciting to do that and get the stick and all the aggro. I mean, they're the only fans in theory that should be entitled. Well, not entitled, but the only fans to boo Grealish, not these other idiots who obviously all these other sheep are doing it at various grounds across the country. Absolutely ridiculous. First goal scorer, yeah, here we go. Mahrez and Sterling, 11-2. And Bet365, Foden's 11-2 as well. Grealish, if he plays, I doubt it. He's 13-2. But Gundogan's an interesting one. He's 15-2. I mean, he was the first goal scorer against West Ham. That's a great price on Gundogan. If I was doing that, I don't tend to do first goal scorers. There's too much, you know, you've got a 1 in 22 chance, really, haven't you? Unless it's as 0-0 draw. So it's a 1 in 23 chance, really, isn't it? Silva, Bernardo, 8 is 8-1. It's funny how we're calling him Silva now. I can't get used to not just calling him Bernardo, to be honest with you. 8-1. Danny Ings, if you fancy the Villa guys, Ings is 10-1 with 365. Watkins is 12-1 with 365. And Traore and Davis are both 4-1. 14-1. Sorry, I've some problem with my keyboard. I keep missing ones. I have to make sure I press it twice just to get a 1 on them. It's not very good. I've not had it that well. I have had it a few months, but not that long. So that's 14-1 Traore and Davis. Anytime goal scorer. This is where I like it, isn't it? This is what I went for last time because Gundogan's a similar price again, 21-10. We bet 365 for anytime goal scorer. Have I gone for that again? Probably not. No, I don't take the chance twice, but it is a good. I won't put you off that one. That is a great price. Bernardo, 9-4. I think that's a good price as well. If you fancy your Villas, then obviously Ings is 16-5, Watkins 7-2, etc., etc. Cancelo's an outside bet, I suppose. He's got to might get a goal at some stage again. 6-1, so that was interesting. But as I say, I think Gundogan at 21-10. That's worth a little go, isn't it, guys? Both teams to score. This is around my first half of the charity bit. I think Villa give up a lot of possession, even though they've won the last two. They've had less than 40% possession. I think just a general look. I've not done the preview of the game yet. I will look into it more depth when I do that. But the possession has been quite low, and if we keep, they've been quite good in front of goal. They've not had many chances, but they've been scoring goals. So we can keep the chances to the minimum. I think it can be a no. This I think I want City to win 2-0. I want us to keep a clean sheet. I want Mr. Edison to keep his 100th clean sheet. He was denied against West Ham, obviously, with literally the last kick of the game. But so I'm going for no. You can get 10-11 on no. You can get 10-11 on yes. So the bookies are pretty split on it, to be honest with you, on obviously both teams to score. So my charity bet, my first of the two charity bets, is to bet no, not for both teams not to score. And I've got at 0.96 with Market. So be a tiny bit of commission to pay on that, but if we keep it to a 0, or obviously it could be us get the 0, couldn't it? But let's be positive. So that's my first of the charity bets. Correct scores, interesting ones. Yeah, City to win 1-0 is 13-2. What I like the 2-0. That's 13-2 with 365. I like the 3-0 as well. That's 19-2 with BetVictor. Although we're not exactly banging them in at the moment, are we? But we did come close against West Ham. We should have really perhaps scored at least 3 against West Ham or even more. But they're the most interesting prices. You just can't see hitting 4 at the moment. We're not playing that sort of game. That's 17-1 with BetVictor. If you fancy a tighter game and you do think Villa will score, 2-1 is 17-2 for City, 3-1 is 21-2, and 4-1 is 20-1 with Bet365. Fancy a draw, boring 0-0 is 18-1, and a 1-1 is 21-2 with BetVictor. That 18-1 was with William Hill, the draw 0-0. A Villa win, so I've just had a quick look at a 2-1. I can't imagine him. It could be 2-1 and we're ploughing forward and they end up making it 3-1. But that's 28-1 with BetVictor, a 2-1 Villa win. If you're a Villa fan, I'm assuming no City fans will be doing that. And the second bet is going to be on the half-time, full-time scores. And I did like City's 20 to 21, almost evens. That's with 365. A draw and City's 10 to 3 with Sky again. Villa could do okay. They've not been playing too badly defensively. They said they've sort of been giving up a lot of possession under Gerrard's first 2 games. So obviously whether that's a tactic he's going to employ going forward, I'm not too sure. Aston Villa to win in the first half and City to win the second half. So by full time it's 21 to 1 with Bet Victor. That just shows how sort of unlikely it is. And Aston Villa to win in first half and the draw is 22 to 1 with Bet Victor. So again, quite high prices. But I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back to the City win at half time, City win at full time. At 0.97 I've got with Smarkets. I do use the exchanges rather than the bookies themselves. I wouldn't want to give them any money nowadays anyway. I'd rather do all my betting through the exchanges. So that's City at 0.97. So that's the second of my charity bets. Yeah, other little things before we finish. Goals over, under. Not a lot of value in these, to be honest with you. I sort of messed up with West Ham. I thought we'd score over 3, even though the back of my mind I was thinking with 3.5 or under. So it is what it is. If we scored another goal, we certainly should have been a 3-4-1 game at least. I think on Sunday, but over 3.5, 6 to 4. I don't think there's going to be a lot of goals, to be honest, with the way City are playing at the moment. And under 3.5 is just too. It's just not good, no good. It's 11 to 20 on with Bet Victor, so about 1 to 2 on. So I don't like the look of that, to be honest with you. Winning margin's a good one, yeah. If you say there's nothing on the exchanges with that, but if you want to fancy on Bet365, a 1-goal City win is 11 to 4, which is okay. A 2-goal win is 3 to 1. You could probably Dutch those 2 because I fancy a 1 and a 2. But if you do think we'll score a 3-goal margin, winning margin, that's 5 to 1. And if you think Villa will win by the odd goal, you can give yourself a 10 to 1 there, which is okay again for Villa fans. Cards are an interesting one. Yeah, it's another one where if I had a chance to do it on the exchanges, I probably would have done because I like one of these. You've got under 3.5 or over 3.5. Now, there's not been many cards being given out, but Villa have been picking them up lately. Certainly the last 2 games under Gerrard, they've picked quite a lot of cards up, and they've drawn cards from the other team as well. So under 3.5. Cards in the game is 5 to 6, and over 3.5 is 5 to 6. So I would go for over 3.5. I said I might have been tempted with that if I could get it on the exchanges, but there you go. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, as I said, that's just a quick look on the odds show today, and just to remind you of my 2 little charity bets. Obviously, I've gone for both teams to score no at 0.96, and I've gone for a half-time, full-time. City half-time, City full-time at 0.97. So you can keep your fingers crossed for me. Please let me know what you've had a go on. As I say, I don't condone gambling, but please, if you like me, just a little flutter of interest. This is all I do now. I just have a little bet for the charity. I don't do any personal bets myself. This is just sort of challenging myself and trying to win some money for the charity. And if I say when I lose, I have to take the hit. So it makes me focus and have a think. And sometimes after the matter, I think, why the hell did I do that? But hey, that's what betting is, isn't it, guys? That's it. So but if you like a little flutter, I like a bit of it. It's only for a bit of interest. If you do it yourself, just let me know what you're having a go on. That'd be absolutely brilliant. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. What we're going to do the rest of the day, please. Whatever it is, please be safe. I can only ask that, can't I? And have a check on my film and TV channel as well if you get an opportunity. If you like film and TV, I do reviews and information vlogs. I try and inform and entertain as best I can on there. So if you can have a look at that, that'd be fantastic. But if it's not, if it's back on the City channel, it'll be great to see you on here again. Of course it will. And I only ask one thing: if you don't, until the next time, please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.